Welcome back everyone. Solo adventure number 9. We made it. I'm not gonna lie, it's not gone off to the best start so far. So I left my house at 6 AM this morning. It's currently almost 3 PM and we've still got about an hour and a half to go. So it's like 10-hour drive to get there, but we're on the way, don't worry. I just had some issues, but I'll tell you all about it later. But yeah, another hour and a half should be at the spot, and then I'll bring you back. So just wish me luck from now till then that we actually get there, and I'll see you soon. Solo adventure number 9. We are back. Hope you're all well. Almost Christmas. Everyone got the Christmas presents ready? Levi, mwah, Daddy loves you. I hope you're looking forward to Christmas. So, we are here. New location, out in the wilderness. Secret. So last night, but on the trip down yesterday, oh what a joke. Halfway down on the motorway, got a flat tyre. Well, the warning light on my tyre came on. So I was like, pulled over, pumped some air up into it. Another 20 miles later, warning light comes on again. It's like, oh my gosh. So I phoned up a load of garages that were close by, 20-mile distance, all fully booked, no one could help me. So I phoned the RAC up, like the recovery rescue people. 2 hours later, they've turned up, said to me, it doesn't look like you've got a flat tyre, there's not much else we can do, so we'll take you to a garage 20 miles away and see what they can do. So they took me to a garage 20 miles away. The guys have looked at the tyre and said, yeah, there's no puncture, I don't really know what's wrong with the tyre, we'll just seat it back on the rim for you, put a bit of sealant on it and hope for the best. So that put me back like 6 hours in total. So then I got here late last night, and I was just like, I give up. I'm sleeping in the car for tonight. We'll start this adventure today. So now here, we're finally out. It's soaking wet. It's like 8 degrees, heavy rain, misty, cloudy. But we can do this, people. I've got the boat, I've got all my gear, I've got all my paddling equipment, everything we need. Rabless Rambler outfit. Looking good, hopefully, looking good. Got the white Jordans on for all you haters out there. So yeah, let's get this party started, shall we, and get on this adventure. Get myself strapped up. Yes, I do have a lot of gear with me this time. Hell of a lot of gear. But we need it. Strap up. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Well, if I can get my straps on. There we go. 1, 2, here we go. cool little cave here. It's not really a cave, I guess. Well, it is. It's like rocks and a tree, sort of. Probably not coming through on the camera. There we go. It's too dark. It looks cool though. It's not easy going, I tell you. We're in the wilderness here. Definitely not easy going on the Jordans, but the Rabless Rambler does it again. Oh yeah. Right people, just had to stop for a quick break. I'm knackered. I must have been hiking through this now for a good hour and a half. I just had to do a quick gear check. As you can see, the pipe for my pump almost fell off my bag. If we'd lost that, I wouldn't have been a happy puppy. I'm doing good though. I'm doing good. Surprisingly though, it's actually getting dark in here really quick. Like quicker than I anticipated. That should do. Whew. Right. So, sit rep, as they say. Right now, I'm probably halfway. No, not halfway. Maybe 30% of the way there. But my leg's holding up so far. My calf, it's a bit warm. And my knee, a bit twingy, but I'm surviving. So, my update from the last trip was obviously, you remember I injured my calf. Well, it's around 6 weeks later now that I'm out, and it's still not healed up yet, and it's actually caused some injury to my knee as well. So I've got I cut the end of a sock off to make like a tube, doubled it up, I strapped up my calf and my knee. Seems to be helping for now. The pain's like subdued a little. So I promised everyone I'd come out and I'd do 10 videos by the end of this year. We're mid-December now. This is video number 9, solo adventure number 9. And we're going to do one more for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, for my little boy, for you Levi. I've got an idea to make it like a nice little Christmas theme for you. I don't really have any family. Well, I have my mum and stuff, but she has her own plans and stuff this year, so It's tough for me around this time of year. I miss my little boy like crazy. All I do is think about him every day I wake up. It's really, really hard, so I need to get out here and just get out, get away from everything, take my mind off things. Otherwise, I'll just go insane in the house. I'd rather be out here torturing myself, getting through this jungle, out in the wildlands. And hopefully, when we get to the final spot, work our way through the jungles. I should have, if my my map directions and everything are correct, a cool little place for us to get the kayak out. I've got a new dry suit, I've got a new tarp, I've got a new life jacket. So, a few new things to try. All Rabless Rambler gear, no branding, you know how we do it. Hashtag my Rabless Ramblers. Tommy, Sophie, Andreen, Chili, everyone else out there watching, I appreciate it. All the new subscribers and watchers. Hope you're enjoying the video so far. But I need to stop talking and get moving. So let's get cracking, eh? We've pretty much made it, people. It stopped raining for a little while, which I was happy about, but it's just started raining again. I tell you, this has been the hardest climb ever. Everything's gone wrong so far. From the tyre, I broke my tripod, so my umbrella won't attach to it no more, so it got soaking wet earlier. All my waterproof gear got saturated straight through. My sock did get a little wet inside my Jordans, but it's no big deal, I can dry that off. What else has gone wrong? Oh, my t-shirt ripped on a tree. Look. Big hole in my t-shirt. What else has gone wrong, eh? I can't think of anything right now. Whew. But definitely been like a frustrating trip. But it's worth it. You've seen the views here. We're not far from the water's edge now. You didn't know there was going to be a sneaky lock there, did you? Alright, well, let me get packed up, and we've still got a little hike through the woods to go. And then we'll get down to the bottom. See you soon. What can I say? Solo adventure number 9 has been a crazy one. I'm definitely in the wildlands for sure. I've still got a little way to go yet. But what I did here, I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but I heard, if you remember a story I told you all a while ago about when I was walking through the woods collecting some wood on an old hiking trip, and I heard this sound, it freaked me out, and it ran me out the woods, so I couldn't figure out what it was and where it was coming from. And then eventually I figured out it was just the trees blowing in the wind going ee, ee. But I heard that sound earlier, and I was hoping I'd be able to catch the actual tree making the noise for you, but I don't think it's going to work. Listen. I can definitely hear one. It's funny though. If you don't know the story, then literally I was just out in the woods. I was deep in the woods though, and I was cutting up some wood, gathering wood. And yeah, I just heard this creaking sound. But it didn't sound like a creaking. I just couldn't pinpoint it, and it freaked me out. Looking around, and eventually when I ran to the edge, got out of the woods, I spotted that it was just the trees blowing in the wind. So, for anyone out in the woods, hears freaky sounds, don't panic. Most of them can be explained. Oh, but yeah, I definitely needed to get out on this trip. I don't know why this month I've just had the hardest month ever. Like emotional, up and down, thinking about my little boy a lot, my nephew as well. It's just Christmas. I'm spending Christmas on my own this year. It's kind of a bit depressing, isn't it, really? So that's why I'm out on these trips. Oh, listen. I'm going to flip the camera around and see if I can show you. I think I found the actual tree. Well, we're still going. We're doing good. We're getting lower down the mountains. As you can see, we're working our way down now. Trying to get close to this water. Oh. Just look at these views though. The greenery, the scenery. It's just like, how can you get bored out here? It's crazy. Hello, cheeky boy. Hello. Hello, cheeky. Well, cool little shelter there. Little cave behind me there. Right. There's some cool stuff around here. Got all these trees that are falling down. Right, anyway, let's get down this hill. The rain has started again, as you can tell. I've seen a cool little robin before though. I'll try and put the video on somewhere in here. I was sat down just having a little break and it literally came right up to me. Up to my legs literally. And when I was young, my mum used to say when my grandma died, every time a robin comes to visit, that's your grandma paying you a visit, checking up on you. And obviously with it coming so close and me having such a bad month, it was nice. Ooh, almost got a bit emotional then. Anyway, come on. I don't have my proper rain jacket on now, so I can't deal with this rain. I see a way down. I see a way down. Well, I hope you've liked this crazy adventure so far. It's definitely been a tough one. I've got way too much gear in my backpack, but we need it. Like, I wanted to get out on the kayak and stuff, but seeing that it's raining so much, don't know if that's going to be possible. But we'll try. The rain stopped again. Thank God. We're almost there now. Oh, it's going to feel so good to get to camp and get set up. I just hope that I can find somewhere decent. I've never actually been here before. Oh, light. It's amazing. I'm out of the darkness of the woods. We've made it! Was it worth it? I think it was. Oh, it feels good to get that off my back, I tell you. Well, I've made it. I'm semi-dry, my bum's a bit wet. My socks might be a little wet. I've got spare pair though. Trainers, they're not as bad as you might think, you know. It's just the laces that are dirty. So yeah, Jordan's Rabless Rambler outfit, good to go. No complaints. I've picked this little spot though. It was better than out there, out in the open, exposed, you know, right by the water's edge. I'm still technically by the water's edge, but at least I've got some trees and some cover. As far as flat ground goes, I'll be lucky. I'm sure I can figure it out. Well, I'll bring you back along the journey as I'm getting stuff unpacked and unwrapped and whatnot. Let's go. These are just basic double knots, nothing fancy. like the LGBTQ paracord. Hey, hey, represent. This is about where I'm going to put the tent, I think. It's not the flattest ground. It's sort of like a bit of a dip. So I figure if I sleep in the dip, at least I'm not sliding up or down a hill. As you can see, it's raining on and off though. Trying to get this done as quick as I can, so I can get all my gear inside and get some food cooking, because I'm starving. Still need to gather some wood. I didn't bring my mini stove with me this time. Couldn't carry the extra weight. So there's home for tonight. As you can see, plenty of space. Just need to put the inside part in the tent, obviously. I'm not sleeping in nothing. I need a bug net. Just in case you're wondering how this goes together, now you can see, just clip in with these little things. Just trying to make sure we keep as much crap off the floor as possible, so nothing pierces through the actual floor of the tent. Oh, we've got the airbed in. Sleeping bag. Yeah, that's me cozy for the night. Camp set up. I survived the worst of the rain. Oh, I say that, but I'll be honest with you, everything is absolutely soaked. One thing I didn't have was a rain cover on my backpack, which I should have done really, it's my own fault. I figured I could wing it and get away with it, but the rain was so bad, it's like seeped through the bag. Bits of my sleeping bag are wet. All my rain gear got soaked through. My thermals got soaked through. Towels soaked. Everything's absolutely soaked. All my gear down here. See, like, even my storage bags are wet. Everything's got soaked. Luckily my bread stayed dry though. There you go, so this is what we're working with anyway. The reason why I've got the back end of the tent underneath the top and not the front end is, I don't know, some people like it, some people don't. I like the sound of the rain on the tent when I'm asleep. So if you fully cover the tent, sometimes you kind of don't get that feeling. So I've done it this way purely because obviously I've got all my gear out here. The wind is actually blowing from this side here, so I've tried to create that sort of a wind block for all my gear, so when I'm chilling it's not so bad. But yeah, that's everything that was in the backpack. Food, supplies, my little tongs chilly if you're watching, my tongs and my spork there, scissors, cup, boat, bags, paddles, my little citronella candle, thanks Mark for that one. We've got a fire pit, trying to dry some clothes off at the minute. But from where I'm sitting, my actual view is pretty decent. So if I just step out my little cave, this is what I've got to look at. And then tomorrow, get the kayak out, get paddling down there and go for a little adventure. Finally people, solo adventure number 9, Rabless Rambler style. Look at this, it's gorgeous. Even got the matching outfit to go with the woodlands. If you're out there watching when you're older, Levi, mwah, Daddy loves you. Thinking about you every day. I'm missing you like crazy. You don't understand. But yeah, this is my view. It's starting to get a little dark now though. So I think what I need to do realistically is get myself a nice hot drink on the go, and then maybe cook up some food, because I'm kind of starving. So I'll do my best to video what I can, bring you back. I'm probably just going to chill out for half an hour though right now. Honestly, after packing everything out, or packing everything down, up, whatever, I don't know, and getting here through the Wildlands, I'm knackered. Honestly, my feet are killing, my shoulders are killing, my knees. Oh yeah, and as far as my knee and my calf go, they're holding up. The straps did well. So yeah, I'm not dead yet. So yeah, there's camp for the night. I am going to go relax. I'll bring you back in a little while when we're doing some food. Peace for now. It's got dark so fast. Like, I knew it was going to get dark fast, but when you're out trying to, when you're trying to do your YouTube stuff and video, you're always hoping for an extra 10 minutes, an extra 20 minutes of light. But as soon as it starts to get even the slightest bit dark, that's it, the camera is useless. I mean, I only use my phone, so I don't have some high-tech camera. It's not good in low light. Obviously, I've got my little lights set up now, so hopefully it's a nice pretty scenery for you. Instead of the old usual, like I always say in the other videos, seeing the back of somebody's tent, the inside of somebody's tarp. Nobody wants to see that, it's boring. But, what can I say? Today has been one eventful day. I mean, it really starts yesterday, doesn't it? All that thing, I should just run down the list of things that have just gone completely wrong again. You know, so we start with the tyre. That whole malfunction, that just set me back basically like a whole day. So then obviously I stayed in the car for the first night. This morning, set off through the Wildlands, which was the hardest graft I'd done in a long time. Like, you don't realise, like, the distance might not be too long. Like, it's 14 miles round trip, so 7 miles in, 7 miles out. But it doesn't seem that bad. You think, oh, probably walk, what, 4 miles an hour? So it'll probably take 2 hours in, 2 hours out. When you got your backpack full of gear, and I think I must have been close to 50 pounds in total of gear. Something like that, something ridiculous. But yeah, the hiking, that took it out of me as well. My knee is holding up. The sock idea definitely helped. I've had a few twinges here and there, but nothing that's like, even considering how much weight I've been carrying on my back, it was double what I had last time when I messed my leg up, so can't complain. But yeah, anyway, the tire situation, then we set off, and I don't know, maybe an hour and a half in, my rain gear just failed, just completely failed. And I had a pair of thermals underneath, like thermal, like woolly lined trousers on. So when I eventually, like, the rain stopped, so I was like, I need to get this off, and then I took them off, and then my thermals were wet as well. So everything just underneath my outfit was completely soaked. So I'm already fuming from the whole car situation. It set me back a day. Then I'm hiking through, and then all my gear's starting to fail. So I was like, oh, but luckily the rain stopped. And then I was playing with the tripod, trying to get the tripod set up to take a few videos. And then it snapped. Like the main section that I connect the phone to, and I can connect my umbrella to, and all those parts, it just completely snapped off. So I was just like, oh, there's 3 things now. Right, my tripod broke, my clothes getting wet, and then the tire. Like I say, this month has been the most horrible month for me. I've just been emotional one way or the other. Can't stop thinking about my little boy and just family situation. Because Christmas is, I'm a family kind of guy. Like, I love family. And I just feel like my family's getting smaller and smaller, and to the point where this year I'm just spending Christmas. I'm going out on another trip. So solo adventure number 10 will only be a week from now maybe. And we're going out for Christmas, and we're going to try and do Christmas Day dinner while we're out camping. See if I can actually hook up something similar to a Christmas dinner anyway. But other than that, I have no one to really spend it with. Like, my little boy, Levi, I'd love to be there spending Christmas with you, but, you know, obviously I'm not allowed, so all I can do is think about you, but it's hard. It's been such a hard month. It's like my grandma's anniversary. And obviously I'm missing my little boy. Christmas is coming up. I'm not speaking with my sister. I've not seen my nephew for almost a year. Just feel like I'm going insane, to be honest with you. But trying to get out here, keep me busy. And like I say, so I've had these 3 things go wrong already, and I feel like the universe was trying its best to just break me on this trip, just not let me get out. But I just kept pushing, I'm going through the woods, and then at one point, my t-shirt got snagged on like a branch, so I've just kind of pulled it, ripped a big hole into it, and I'm just like, no! So there's 4 things gone wrong. When I got here earlier, set the tarp up and everything, set the tent up, and I had to like kind of hide away because the winds came out of nowhere. I'm talking like gale force winds, maybe 25, 30 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour winds, and rain. And it actually ripped a few of the pegs out of the floor, and it flipped them round on the tarp, and one of the pegs actually pierced through the tarp, my brand new tarp. So now it's got a little hole in it, which I'm gonna have to patch up. So then it's just like, oh, I'm going mad about that. And like I say, just one thing after the other. But I've seen a little robin as well, like I was saying to you earlier in the video. I took a little break, I was chilling, I seen the robin. And whenever I see a robin, like I say, my mum always says that's my grandma. And I actually called my mum earlier, and one of the things I brought up in conversation was the little robin that we seen. And the first thing she said to me, she was, oh, that's your grandma. She's trying to tell you, just give it up, son. Go back home. Just come back another day. I was like, no, Mum. The universe is not breaking me. I'm going to keep going. So we were just laughing about it anyway. So I got a little video of the robin. So I'll put that in the clips later. It was kind of nice, actually. It made me feel like a bit good about myself. Not about myself. I don't know. It was just nice to sitting there, little robin coming up. It was just pleasant. Just one thing I will say though is there's a good job Mr. Fluff, who's my kitten, wasn't out with me on this trip. Adventure cat. Because if you would have seen that robin, I'm sure the robin wouldn't be around anymore. And that's the last thing we want. I really can't wait to bring Mr. Fluff out on these trips though. Maybe not something as crazy as we did today, like up through that's too much for him. But if there's just somewhere we can pull up with the car, get a kayak out, you know, load up the boat, take him out on the boat, I'm sure he'd love it. But yeah, like I say, it's been one heck of a crazy day. But luckily it's calm now. It's nice. Got a little picture of the stars earlier, you'll probably see that on the video as well. I was messing around with the phone because I'm trying to learn how to use some of the different settings on the phone. So something called expert raw. So you like set it off for 10 minutes, come back to it and you've got a picture. What else have I been doing since you last seen me? Collected my water. I didn't get to video any of this because I was just running around in the rain, and obviously I don't have the umbrella for the phone, so I can't keep it out, can't get it wet. But with my filter, I'll show you in the morning. I've collected some water. I mean, look how clear that is. Clear, fresh water from the lock. Lovely. And a good old bottle of iron brew. Sugar free, if you're watching out there, Soph. Sugar free. You've not got long now. I told you I'd keep you on that diet come that January. You're not getting out of it. But yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed the video so far. I've done my best. Like I say, it's just one thing after the other's gone wrong. Part of me, a little part of me was like, just give it up. Just go home. But no, I stuck it out. Still in my white Jordans. For all the Rabless Ramblers and Tommy out there. We made it. They still look good. Like I say, it's just the laces are a little dirty, but I'll wash them when we get home. Just shows you, you don't need all the fancy gear. Don't be that guy. All the gear, no idea. Charlie comes out with no gear, all the idea, and just makes it work. But anyway, getting a bit chilly here. Let me zip up. And then let's start making some food, because I am absolutely starving after that hike today. Super hungry. Got something nice to make as well for dinner. Let's hope it goes right. You never know. You never know. So we've got some naan breads. And we've got a loaded tandoori spiced chicken with peppers and a crispy topping. No idea what the crispy topping is. One thing I will say that I forgot on this trip though, you're gonna laugh. We always forget something. I forgot a plate or a bowl or something to eat out of. So I'm just gonna have to eat out the frying pan. So what I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna try and warm up the naan breads. At least one of them anyway. I probably won't be able to eat two. I'm not that fat. Get one of these naan breads warmed up. And then we can cook the chicken. Yeah, I'm not going to try and slice it down the middle or any of that jazz. We know it's just going to go wrong. But I want to quickly try and cook before the rain comes back, because you never know out here. It can change any minute. It's warming up nicely. So hungry, I don't want to waste the drop. Have a cheeky bit of this naan bread while we're waiting. Don't know if you can all see the little swing over there. It's hanging just above the water. So what I'll do tomorrow is we'll have a little go at that. Once I get in my dry suit, have a little swing. Why not? That feel good factor. I need anything positive in my life right now. Anything that can make you smile for 5 minutes. That swing is definitely one of the things that will do that. If you remember as well, actually, next to the body on the last trip that we went on, there was a swing, and I didn't get to go on that one, so this will make up for it. Plus, it's out on the water as well. But it doesn't go out deep enough, I don't think. I'll have to double check in the morning to dive out, but it'll still be fun though. One of the things I've noticed is my gas stove is struggling a little bit, but I think it's because the gas is cold. If anyone knows anything about camping, gas stoves don't like coldness. Bon appetit. Dinner is served. Tandoori chicken, peppers, onions, naan bread. Let's go. Well, dinner is served. As I said before, bon appetit. I'm so hungry. that walking today, absolutely taken it out of me. I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, got my iron brew. Alright, let me eat in peace and I'll bring you all back for a little chit chat before I chill out for the evening. I'll see you all soon. Oh, that was amazing. If only you could tasted that. Especially being out here in the wild. Oh, that was like gorgeous. It's getting chilly now though. I can feel it, I'm not gonna lie. It's a bit too late tonight to start a fire. Gathering up some wood and stuff. It's pointless going out there in this kind of too dark. We'll do that in the morning. We'll gather up some wood, have a campfire tomorrow. Ooh. I think it's just time for me to clean up a little bit. Get rid of some of the rubbish. My iron brew's gone. Oh! Oh, that was definitely good. I recommend it though. Right, I think what I'm going to do is clean up a little bit and then get stuff situated back towards the tent, because it is getting a bit cold now, so I feel like I want to get comfortable. So I'll bring you back, excuse me, I'll bring you back when I'm in the tent. See you soon. I think this is the first time I've actually brought you in the tent with me, isn't it? I tell you, it's a lot warmer inside here than it is out there. I've just been out of the wind. Oh, I feel like I can actually take my unzip my jacket a little bit. I might keep the hood up though. Keep the back of my neck warm, but whew, good to go. Get your pillow out. You're probably thinking, what a measly pillow, but you know what? It actually does the trick. I actually got another one in my bag under the tarp, like my blow up pillow. So what I normally do is I'll blow up the blow up pillow like halfway, so it's still kind of squishy. But I find them really uncomfortable, the blow up pillows. So then I put this on the top and it's like nice and soft then, like a real pillow. You just gotta like sort out all the fluff inside it, loosen it up a bit, puff it up, it'll soon be comfortable. I always have the best sleeps when I'm out camping. I'm looking forward to tonight, to be honest. There we go, pillows in place. I'm comfortable. I'm thinking, do we make a hot chocolate? Why not? My bag of tricks. My hot chocolate. Alright, let's do this then, shall we? I don't know if you guys can be able to see this or not, but not that it really matters. It's only a hot chocolate. Yeah, so my plans going forward are 24th, 25th of December. I'll be out on another trip. I'm going to try and do that Christmas dinner. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how it turns out. I'm not that hopeful, to be honest with you. Oh, needs a little clean, that cup does. Oh, I left my wipes out on the table. What a loony. Alright, just use this for now. Just bits of fluff and, not fluff, bits of leaf matter. Don't want to be eating leaves. There we go, salted. Get some of that fresh lake water in your system. It is super clear though, look at that. It has been filtered though. What's that? I always see people out on these camping trips, right? And they make themselves drinks, like hot drinks. And they pour like that much water in the cups. It's like, if I want a hot drink, I want a nice big hot drink. Do you know what I mean? I'm messing about with some little half-ass cup. Just double check this is all on properly, because I seem to be having some issues with this at the minute. Aha, okay. I think I might have figured out the problem. If it works now, first time, oh, I could be so happy. Get me lighter. Fingers crossed. Because we're having an issue with the gas supply, but I think it was just a bit loose. Oh, the flames come on. A little bit too big. But at least the flame's coming out. It was struggling earlier. Right, let's get this water on the boil. Oh, might help if it was level. There we go. Oh yes, the flame's working now. Woohoo! So basically, where the gas comes out, it just come loose. I just had to tighten it up. So obviously the gas was sort of leaking out the bottom and not igniting, just going to waste. That should light up nice and fast now. Get the lid on, boil it faster. And then let's cheat the process by adding the hot chocolate powder in now. Some people might say, no, don't do it. But there's nothing worse than a hot chocolate where the powder's settled at the bottom. So by doing it this way, when the water gets hot, it will definitely absorb in. Spoon rest there for a minute with all the chocolate powder on it. Oh, oh, so comfy. So much warmer in here. Like out there it feels like 0 degrees. In here it's like a nice comfortable 8, 9. It's nice, man, it's nice. I've already taken my hood down, you can tell, so it's getting warmer. Yeah, like I said earlier, so going forward, 24th, 25th as the next camping trip. That'll be solo adventure number 10. And I'm going to do my best to get it uploaded onto YouTube before the start of the new year. So then I've hit my goal, 10 videos by the end of the year. And then next year is going to be a crazy one because we've got loads of adventures lined up. But in between now and the next camping trip, the main event is Tyson Fury Usyk rematch. Get in! Who you reckon's gonna win, everyone? This is my prediction going into the future. Or our little discussion about it, at least. Because as far as predictions go, I really have no idea who's gonna take it. My head says Usyk is gonna win. My heart says Tyson Fury. Bring it home. Come on. So I'm kind of on the fence. I can't pick a winner. But I'm definitely looking forward to the fight. I'm not really much of a sports guy, but I love boxing. Like, that's the one thing that'll get me up and like excited for like a big event of boxing. Everything else is kind of doesn't really do it for me. Let's check on this hot chocolate. Oh, it's definitely getting warmer. Yeah, so let me know in the comments, anybody, if you're interested in boxing, who you think's gonna win. Probably nobody will comment, but you know. Levi, when you're older and you're looking back on these videos, you'll be thinking, Tyson Fury who? Usyk who? There'll be like a whole new like generation of boxers by then. It's the same way as like the recent Mike Tyson fight with Jake Paul. Everyone says, oh, it's a farce, it's fake, it was fixed and all this. And like, I don't really care either way. It was kind of cool just to see Tyson out in the ring again. But even he is a far cry from his old self. So that'd be the same, I guess, as like you, Levi, when you're older. Watching like Tyson Fury come back out of retirement when he's like 60 and having a little spar around the ring. You'll be like, who's this old guy? Well, yeah, Tyson Fury, man. I've never been a big fan of Joshua. Never. You call me a hater, whatever you like, but I don't know. Just always seemed a little manufactured. Never seemed like a real boxer, a real fighter. I think I'm going to put another scoop in here. Not the hugest scoop, but another one. I like my hot chocolate sweet. See, I've got a really bad sweet tooth, but I don't like sugar, so I never add sugar into anything. But I guess there's probably got sugar already added into it, I'm guessing. So like I say, I hope everybody's enjoyed the video so far. Doing my best with what I've got. Considering all the things that went wrong and I could have gone home and gave up, been defeated by the universe, and just thought, to hell with this. I stuck it out for me, for you, for the good of my mental health. But no, I've enjoyed it. It's been good. It's been hard. It's been a hard slog to get here, but 100% worth it. Like when we came over that ridge earlier and we seen the lake, the loch, it's just like, it makes it all worth it. Because sometimes, you know, when you're just slugging it through the woods and you're just like tired and you slip or like you're getting wet and it's just like, oh, I can't be bothered. But no, it's always worth it when you get to the end. Anything hard, any hard task, just grind it out and get to the end of it, and the sense of achievement is like, it pays dividends, do you know what I mean? But as far as my gear goes, like say this is the first time you've really seen inside my tent. I love this little tent though. Like I did waterproof it myself. As you can see, there's a lot of water droplets on the outside. It's definitely never going to leak, ever. But the only issue is, because I waterproofed it so well, it does struggle to breathe. Like sometimes, like on a hot night, I guess, you might run a risk of like humidity and condensation on the top. But that's a risk you take with every tent, really. It's got a couple of vents. The vents stay open, but... And you'd be surprised as well, considering it's all mesh on the inside. This is not a winter tent. This is what you'd be calling a 3-season tent. But we're literally up north in the Highlands, middle of winter, with a 3-season tent. So I don't believe all that crap about 4-season, 3-season, whatever. Maybe, yeah, if you're up in the mountains, like freezing, you need to block off some wind. Yeah, you'd want like a full fabric. But I've been camping since I was a little boy, and I've always used a 3-season tent in every condition. Never had a problem. If it's cold outside, just wear the right clothes to keep warm. I mean, buy a good sleeping bag. You're good to go. Some people just can't handle the cold. I think that's just what it is. If you can't handle the cold, just don't go out camping when it's cold. Just wait till summertime. You're missing out though, because it's so much more peaceful, like in winter, because there's nobody around. You'd never really come across anyone, and like everything's just quieter, and the woods are quiet, and it's just like a different vibe. Kind of eerie, I guess, for some people, but I just love it. That sense of solitude and just being alone, knowing there's no one around. Right, I think this is done now, this hot chocolate. I'm gonna sit here waffling for God knows how long. You know what I'm like, I never shut up. That's why my videos are always so long. I don't intend to sit here talking for so long, but somehow I can waffle away. There we go. Finish with the gas. Finish with the hot chocolate. You know what's funny is the flame's still going, but the gas bottle isn't even connected. So there's definitely an issue here. Like, it's not flowing through the pipe properly.
Are you serious? Have you ever heard such bollocks?
Oh, did you hear that then? YouTube came on in the background. Don't want to be getting copyright strikes now. That's one of the things I always say, like, the flame's still going. Like, I don't know if you can see that or not, but how is it still going for so long? Honestly, it's like, why can't you do this on a regular day? Just give me free gas. You can see the steam coming out the cup. It's still cooking it. It's literally been disconnected for a good 2-3 minutes. Should we just sit and be curious now? I guess it's on video, it's on record, there's no denying how long the gas is coming out for. How is that even possible? It's like there's just like a backlog of gas stuck in the pipe coming out. Otherwise, what else is burning? It's crazy. Oh, I think it's slowly going down now. Oh, oh. It's struggling. It's trying its hardest to stay lit. Hey, it's gone out. That was hilarious. Right, there's my cup. A lot of you can see that in there. Nice, large cup of hot chocolate. Only thing that's missing is some foam. I don't do the marshmallows myself, but each to their own. Like, I don't mind marshmallows on their own. I just don't like it the way they melt on top of the hot chocolate and go all gooey. It's like, ugh, just ruining my hot chocolate. Let's stick this over here. The gas is cold. Oh, the stove's cold, should I say. Oh, there's a nice little bit of heat still coming off the stove though. Ooh, it felt nice on my hand. Oh, cheers everyone. Nice hot cup of Joe. Oh, that's not Joe, is it? It's Joe's coffee, isn't it? Ah, well. Try me best. Right, what have we got going on? I need to watch a movie or something. Do you know what I'm thinking? Actually, forget movies. Ooh, there's an Eddie Hearn interview. I'm going to watch that. Talking about the Fury Usyk fight coming up. That's my plan. Eddie Hearn. If anyone knows who that is, he's a boxing promoter. For those that don't know. And my little boy, Levi. Mwah. Thinking of you always. Alright everyone, well I think I'm done for the night. I'm going to zip up the tent. Have me hot chocolate. Oh, I thought that was a moth inside my tent. It's a bit of stitching. I was like, oh, what's that? But yeah, I'm going to shut down for the night. Get comfy, watch my video, drink my drink. And then head to sleep because it's been a long day. And I'm shattered. The food's just like kicking in now where I'm just feeling like, oh, yeah, belly's full. Head to sleep. So I'll say good night. Thanks for watching and I'll see you all in the morning. Mwah, mwah. Good night, Levi. I love you. For everyone else, peace. Good morning, everyone. Rise and shine. What a beautiful morning. It's nice to wake up to some sunshine after the awful start to this trip. Oh, I feel good today. I had such a good sleep last night. I slept literally straight through. I think I woke up about 6:30. Needed a wee. Quickly went for a wee. Back into bed. It's about 11 o'clock now, so it's kind of late, to be honest. Oh, I needed that sleep though, like fully recharged and ready to go. Got some breakfast this morning. We've got a mini breakfast pack. 4 sausages, 2 beef loin slices, and 2 black puddings. So I'm going to be full up this morning. I don't even know if I'm going to use the bread, to be honest. But let's get this cooking started and get eating, because I'm starving. Well, it's safe to say breakfast is served. All we need is the ketchup. Breakfast is served. Steak, black pudding, sausage, ketchup. Cannot go wrong. You're probably thinking, oh, you can't leave all that fat in the pan. I'm leaving the fat in there for a reason, so that when I cook later or do my bacon, I've got some fat in there already, so it'll help cook it faster. Because I'm running out of gas now, so I've got enough for one more meal, then I'll have to use an actual open fire. But other than that, good morning everyone. Rise and shine. My little boy Levi, if you're out there watching, bon appetit. I'll catch you all soon. I know the lighting's probably not the best right now, but I found this cool little like entrance into like some forbidden part of the woodland. It's a little bit squelchy. It looks so cool. I had to come and investigate. Right, what's up here? See, this is what I love about camping in the woodlands. See that little circle back there? It's like a little entrance into this. Mad. Oh, I've had such a good day today. I just found a big log as well to hopefully chop up for the fire later. Because everything's really wet. Oh, this looks really good actually. My favourite kind of wood. I'm actually going to take this back on the way out. That's perfect. That'll start the fire up nicely. I'll turn the camera around so you can see where I'm going. Just look at this. It's just like a crazy little forest secret path. I mean, to be honest with you, it'll probably just go on forever. Because I'm just surrounded by a forest. It's such a cool place though. Yeah, like I thought, man, this place just goes on forever. I need to get out of this patch of woodland before I get lost. I've just been walking for ages, not really paying attention to where I'm going, so I need to get back to where I left that giant log. Without getting spiked in the face. Might help. Oh, there we go. Oh. Well, it shows you this is so much like cool looking woodland that you can find when you just venture out. Get out your comfort zone and get outside. Just look at all this, man. It's just, I don't have enough time to adventure everywhere. There's probably hundreds of miles of woodland or forest. It's nuts. Some spooky bits too, man. Like these ones here look so spooky. I really like hang off these. You can't even really see it. Not enough light in here. And it is going down, I think. It's not going to be long before sunset, to be honest. I've still not even been out in the kayak yet. Gonna get back to camp now and get myself organised to get out on the water. I've been doing too much exploring, been having a good time. Here's that stick that I want though. Take this out with us. It's really good, this type of wood. Is it beech or is it birch? I can't remember. One of the two, but it burns so good. That's a big pile of it here too. Look at all that. Take all this back. And then we'll definitely have a good fire tonight. I think we deserve one. After all our heartache and pains these last couple of nights. Right. Oh shit, nearly sank into a big hole then. What are we doing that? Not now that I'm all dry. I heard a massive crash before when I was in here. I was like, what's that? I was like, oh, it's probably my log that I caught earlier. Like it's a fish. Oh. Right. Whew. I'm out that crazy little patch. Look at that. You wouldn't even know that that was in there. Just like a weird little hole. I don't even know if I can get it in the camera. Madness. Alright, let me drag this stuff back to camp and I'll bring you back when we get there. I tell you, carrying this log is not easy. I am shattered. Alright, it's time for me to get in this kayak suit. It's getting dark now. The sun's definitely gone down. I'm going to go out for a little paddle before it's too late and it was all for nothing. Tuck this in. In fact, I'm going to have to take this off. Oh, sorry Levi. I don't want it to get caught on the dry suit. Oh. I'll put you down here. I won't lose it. Oh, my head's wet from all the walking. Right, what have we got? Life jacket, shoes, and the dry suit. There we go. One dry suit coming up. Ta-da! Got the dry suit on. Ready to go. All I need to do now is blow up the boat, which we still haven't done yet. But we'll do that right now. Let's see how long it takes with an electric pump, eh? Unfortunately, you guys didn't get to see me out on the kayak because it's pitch black. But I had a little paddle. For some reason, the kayak won't blow up properly. It stayed floating, but it's definitely not pumped up right. So it's just another sign that we definitely need a new boat. But I'm dry for now. The moment of truth is, are my feet dry or am I wet? I've got my socks on inside here, so we'll soon find out whether this dry suit's kept me dry or whether my feet are soaking wet. I hope they're dry. They feel dry, so fingers crossed. Just got to do the very unelegant part of trying to get out of the dry suit now. I might take these gloves off to make it a bit. Oh, my gloves are wet. Oh no. That's not good. Oh. Hello there. Probably should have took my arms out first, shouldn't I? Definitely not easy getting out of a dry suit, I tell you. It's so tight on the wrists and on the neck. Hey! Woo! I'm free. I mean, it's definitely worth it. I mean, the top half of me is not wet. So, let's see what the bottom half's like, eh? It was nice being out in the dry suit though. Like I say, just being able to walk through the water, not feel any wetness hitting you. That cold hit me on my feet first, and it was like, oh, is that wet or is that cold? Or is it wet or is it cold? I don't know. But that water is like ice, and my feet don't feel like ice, so we'll see. Whew. Stand over here. I don't want to ruin the suit. I mean, the wet shoes are definitely wet, but they're supposed to be wet. If I take my feet out of here and they're dry, oh, I'm going to be so happy. And if they're wet, oh, I'm going to be fuming. Like, how much? 300 quid for a dry suit? Send that back now. Let's see. So far, so good. Try to get out without falling over. And the moment of truth is, yeah, my feet are dry. I mean, a bit sweaty from my shoes, but they're dry. These little rubber socks were good until they broke. Just help keep your feet off the floor. I'm definitely not wet, so woohoo, it worked. Like, I'd much rather the effort of getting out of that every time you want to go kayaking than being dry. But the suit's even dried in 2 minutes. Got dry feet. Put my shoes straight on, straight out the water, straight into your shoes. What more do you want, eh? Well, there we go. Keep forgetting to undo the shoelaces because they keep getting wet. They keep going really tight. So then when I try to put my feet back in them, they don't fit. Because the laces have gone like super geek tight. That's better. Whew. Where's my other jacket gone? Now I'm out of that, I'm freezing. Give me some thermals. Oh, do you know what I hate that when you put a jacket on, then your sleeves ride up? So annoying. There we go. Back in the warmth. Don't worry, Levi, I didn't forget you. As ever would. Whew, there we go. Hat on, hood up. Good to go. What we'll do is we'll grab all this gear, we'll pop it under the top. So another thing we need to upgrade for sure is this stupid air pump. It's absolutely trash. Don't recommend it. That's one fail for the Rabless Ramblers. Charlie's back. Just enjoying some heat around this fire. It's too dark for me to film earlier cutting up the wood, but I don't know if you can see it on the camera in front of me. The log that I was carrying, my back is done in. Like, oh, it's so... I reckon the log weighs at least my body weight, or maybe double. I had to put it down about 10 times, I'm not going to lie. But I eventually got it to the campsite. Been hacking at it with my little saw for a couple of hours, getting as much pieces of wood as I could. I didn't have my axe. I had too much gear to bring down, so I wasn't able to bring the axe. So what I had to do is saw loads of little rounds, like pieces of round, and then hopefully these will dry off a bit and keep the fire going. What I want to do though is I want to make myself a pot noodle because I'm starving. seeing as the fire's there, we may as well use the fire to heat the water up. Does it say how much water you need? I have no idea. We'll just guess, and whatever's left over we use for hot chocolate. Finding somewhere to put the pot. Finding somewhere to put the pot. That's going to be the issue, isn't it? See if we can balance it on there. Ooh, would you look at that? Let's see if the water boils before the wood collapses. Oh, I've had a good evening though. I've enjoyed it. Been chilling. It's a shame I didn't get to show you me out in the kayak earlier. I know you got to see me in the kayak dry suit, but it is what it is. I'll go out on the water tomorrow for a quick paddle, take you around. It's a really nice place, so you need to see it at least before I leave. Can't believe it's gone so quick. Like, this trip has actually flown by. And I just feel like there's so many other little things I've not done that I wanted to do, but gotta get back, gotta see Mr. Fluff. I had a little call with my mum earlier. She's been taking care of him for me, so he's doing alright. I hope you've all enjoyed the trip. I know it's not been the most visual trip. Probably not going to be the longest one either, compared to my other videos. But just lighting, to be honest, the lighting's made it so difficult. With it getting so dark so fast. But my next trip coming up. Oh, let me just move out the way so you can actually see me when I'm talking to you. Well, yeah, my next trip is coming up on 24th of December. I'll be going away. So at least I know to take extra lighting equipment. And I won't be carrying the boat and the paddles and all that extra gear. So I'll have plenty of space for like lights and everything. So we'll have everything lit up. Nice. We're going to have a huge fire as well, Christmas. The spot that I've got picked out, I know there's a good wood supply there. So as long as we get there early, get everything set up, come Christmas morning, be lush. It's so nice having this heat though. It doesn't look like the most roaring fire, but the heat coming off it's still really nice. Especially when you've got like cold fingertips. It's starting to steam, that water. Just got to keep an eye on this cup so it doesn't fall into the fire. With all the bad luck I've had on this trip, that's the last thing I want is my cup of water spilling everywhere. I mean, I've got plenty of water supply, but I don't necessarily have plenty of fire supply, so got to make it last. It's a shame because I've got actually a lot of wood, to be honest, but I can't cut through it. My little saw's just not strong enough to get through that wood. Really, I need my big saw and I need my axe. And I'd be through this in about 10 minutes, no problem. But I decided to come out on this crazy adventure. Obviously, I didn't think it through fully. Like, as much as I thought I was prepared, I just overlooked a lot of stuff, let's say. But I've ordered some new stuff already. When I was sat in the tent last night, I ordered a few bits. Some new gloves, Because these gloves, turns out, are actually not waterproof at all, which is the worst thing you want when you're out in the woods camping. Your gloves get wet, you can't dry them, your hands are cold, so you have to take your gloves off, then you're not protected. Yeah, bad idea. So I've ordered some waterproof ones anyway. Ordered myself a new poncho as well. Forget all these the rain gear, the trousers and the separate jacket, useless. Because the zip's not waterproof, so, and even if you have like a little flap over the top, it doesn't stop water getting in through your zips. So, to heck with that, just order a poncho, which was what I've done. And that'll fully protect me then. Plus you've got the multiple use of a poncho, I guess, as I can use it as a floor mat, ground mat, things like that. Somewhere to stand when you're getting dressed so your feet are not on the floor. Multiple uses. Tried and tested as well, the net poncho. Can't really go wrong. I think what I'm going to do as well is rethink my gas stove situation. As good as that stove's been, it's lasted us God knows how many trips we've used it. I think it's finally done. I've been moaning about it on every trip, haven't I? Oh, I need to clean it, blah, blah, blah. I think it's just done for now. But I've got a few ideas to try and upgrade the stove, but yet make it smaller. In my head anyway, I've got a plan. Nothing beats a campfire, does it? When you're out in the woods, especially when it's a cold night like this. Even just the colour of the flame makes you feel warm inside. It's weird. Just seeing it like, oh, fire, fire, yes. Like I say though, if I would have had my other saw and my axe, we could have had a raging fire tonight. There's plenty of wood around. I mean, we're covered in forest, do you know what I mean? Yeah, tomorrow's going to be a busy one though. We've got a hell of a long hike out of here. And then we've got, what, 5-6 hour drive back home. But I think I'm going to treat myself tomorrow. Everyone knows I'm a, like, anti-takeaway, anti-fast food. But something I've not had for a long time is at Burger King. And I'm really just craving a Burger King for some reason. Which is because you drive past them so much on the services, don't you, and stuff. But I thought, I always stop, get my fuel or whatever it is, go for a wee, whatever I need to do, and just walk straight past the food, straight back to the car. I was like, no, I'm not doing it, I'm not wasting my money. But to be honest, I need to refill on some of my ketchup packets, my salts, my sugars, stuff like that. You get in the services, like, get little packets, don't you? And I always take a load of them, and that's for like my camping supplies, so I put them in the glove box for each trip. So I'll be ready for Christmas Day, any little bits that I need. I'm definitely getting there. You can see the steam coming out the cup. Not really sure how much water goes in a pot noodle, to be honest. Never measured it before. Probably thinking, why don't you just use your gas stove? Like I said, it's been a bit of a pain at the minute. I can't even bother messing with it. I'd rather just use the real fire. It's only taken ages to warm up because I put literally a full cup of water in there. I'm going to end up with a tiny little bit of water, like those YouTubers I always complain about with the tiny hot chocolates. At least I can justify it. It's like, well, I made a pot noodle first. Oh, look at that. Balancing. Just watching this flame dancing around here, it's kind of funny. Oh, it's chilly. Let's have a couple of Pringles while we're waiting for this cup of hot water, eh? Sour cream and chive. It's the ones. You know, when it gets late and you're camping, you can't beat a little bit of comfort food. Actually, let me just clean this spoon a little bit. Just trying to get some of the grease off it from earlier. It's just dried in a little bit. Handy dandy wipes. There we go. Clean as a whistle. I don't think you all need to see me cooking a pot noodle, do you? I'm sure you all know what one of these is. Noodles in a pot. Just sort this fire out a bit. That's better. Right, pot noodle time. I've got about half a cup left. It's not too bad. Make a little hot chocolate with that. While that's stewing. Trying to open packets with your gloves on. It's not easy. It's not easy. Get away from me, Smoke. Smoke's chasing me. Ah! Leave me alone. What did I ever do to you? Oh, come on now, pal. Go, hot chocolate and a pot noodle. And a whole lot of smoke. Shall I just move my chair over here a minute? Here, here! Get back here, chair. Where do you think you're going? Oh, that'll do. Whew, very hot. It won't stay hot for long though out here. As soon as you put anything down on the floor, the cold just like takes all the heat out of everything straight away. A little mountain of wood. Oh, that'll be enough to see me through for an hour or so. Have my pot noodle, have my hot chocolate. Just enjoy this fire for an hour. Then off to bed for me. Been another long day. I'm knackered, to be honest with you. That's why I'm not cooking any fancy meals tonight. I just not got the energy. I've got a few bits left that I could cook, but yeah. A little pot noodle. Sort me right out. Alright everyone, well, I think that's me done for tonight, to be honest with you. I know it's not been the longest video in the world, not the most chatting and stuff, but I've just been so tired this trip. It's just taken it out of me, like I say, all the bad stuff that's happened, one thing after the other. Persevered, but I'm tired, I'm drained. I've had a great time, but I just want to relax and enjoy the rest of it while I can. So I'm going to sign out for now. I'll say good night now, and I'll catch up with you in the morning. Levi, mwah, I love you, sleep well. Everyone else, peace! Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, I slept like a baby last night. Oh, I hope you all slept well. Oh, I don't want to get up. I don't look too bad today though. Oh. Well, let me get myself out of this tent, get up, get some fresh air, go for a wee, and then see what's going on. It's been raining all night. The tent's a bit wet. Won't be surprised if my my kayak's full of water. But I'll get out and we'll see what's going down. Good morning, good morning. I'm out of the tent. As you can see, there's the kayak from last night. There's the tent. Everything's a bit wet and chilly this morning. I am going to get out in the kayak though, like I promised. I know it's a bit wet, a bit chilly actually today, but why not, eh? Let's get out here and go for a little paddle, show you the views. To be honest, I want to get out and see the views myself, to be honest. I've not had a chance yet, it's been too dark every time. I'll quickly get dressed, get in the dry suit, we'll get in the water, go for a paddle, and then we'll pack up, get ready to go home. Can't believe the trip's over already. Everything's soaked though, even my chair. Look, you can see it in there, big puddle of water. What's left of the fire from last night. At least all my gear is dry under here though, that's the main thing. Oh, I'm not looking forward to packing all that away though. I'm not gonna lie. Right, let me get in this kayak suit and I'll bring you back when we're out on the water. Ooh, cold, cold. We made it. We finally got out on the water. Oh, I'm so glad. The dry suit's holding up. No complaints. Look at these views. Just turn around for you. Look at that. Just perfection. Absolute perfection. I'll keep my phone on this, my feet on this tripod. I don't want to lose that into the water. Oh, my footage gone. Since the last time I came out paddling, this is my third trip now, isn't it? Out in the boat. Definitely my paddling skills have got better. %. I feel more comfortable on the water. Let's flip this camera around so you can see Oh, I actually absolutely love kayaking. I never would have thought 2 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever, that I'd be a kayaker. Never would have thought it. Now look at me. I'm obsessed. Can't wait to get out onto some new trips next year. Sweden to Norway, here we come. Hell yeah. Oh, that sun's right in my eyes. This is just that moment where you just want to sit back and relax. Let the wind take me wherever it's taking me. Oh, I can feel that sun right in my eyeballs though. Oh, there's a cool bird up there. God knows what it is, but it looks big. I'm not going to be able to get it on the camera. By the time I faff around turning the camera around and whatnot, it'll be gone. Opie Bear, where are you? I wonder where Opie could be. I've looked on the mountains, I've looked in the woods, in the trees, I've looked in the water. I can't find Opie anywhere. Let me see if he's over this way. Opie, are you up in those mountains? I'm gonna find you. Opie Bear. But yeah, we need to get moving, back home, get this gear all packed away. It's the worst part of camping, is putting everything away, all wet and soggy. Ugh. I'll do a little bit of filming when I'm packing stuff away, but I just want to get it done, to be honest. And filming takes so long, changing the camera angles and blah blah blah. Sometimes you just want to get moving. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed my little adventure, solo adventure number 9. Levi, when you're older, I hope this is inspirational and motivational for you. Always remember, I love you and I think about you every day. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and get everything that you want. is absolutely gorgeous. So glad we came. Some views behind me. It's like, oh, I've got to leave you behind again. I always get sad to say goodbye. Ooh, I'm paddling into some strong wind here. It's actually pushing me back a little bit. That's hilarious. First time I felt that. I was like, wait a minute, why am I paddling? I'm not going anywhere. Put a bit of effort into it, Charlie boy. Put a bit of effort in. Oh, I just remembered as well. We still need to have a little go on that swing, don't we? Let me flip you around as we pull up to the campsite. There we go. Here's camp. Told you I had a really good spot though. Nice and secluded. That's what every wild camper wants. Can't really keep the camera still because I've got to paddle into the wind, which is trying to push me backwards. So if I don't paddle, we're going backwards. Definitely chose a good time to come off the lock then. The wind's getting strong now. Home sweet home. Oh, I'll show you there's the campsite there. Try and do a good park. See if we can flip this boat around just at the right time so we can park on the beach. Oh, would you look at that? I'm getting good at this. Look at that for parking. Right on the edge. We made it! We made it! We're alive! Definitely need to have a little go on this swing though, don't we? Right, let me hold this tripod whilst I'm getting out of this boat. Because I do not want the phone to fall in the water. So elegant, Charles. Oh! Boat was running away then in the wind. Alright. Boat's out the water. Oh, that's hilarious. Woo. Oh, that'll make you feel good if you're feeling down. Oh. Oh, that was definitely fun. Oh god, that's made my day, that has. Had a lovely paddle, cool little swing. What can I say? That's been fun. Definitely recommend a dry suit to anyone. Anyone who wants to get out on the water, I mean. Not just sat around in your house chilling in a dry suit. Oh, I've loved it. I've had so much fun. You know, like I say, the way the trip started and it was just awful. And it's just slowly got better, and then that was a nice icing on the cake to finish it off. I did nearly lose a shoe in the water though. I forgot to strap it on. I stepped out, I was like, oh, where's my shoe? Luckily it was just where I'd stepped. The best thing is, as you can see in a minute, underneath, just wearing my regular clothes. Now this is the hard part though. Getting it off your neck or getting it over your ears. It's so tight. Oh. Oh. Whew. Like I took it off my neck, but really I should have took my arm out first. Now I feel like I'm stuck. The gasket on the wrist now, it's so tight. There we go. I'm free! I can do this one as like a normal person. Or not. Ooh, these are so tight. See that inside here, these rubber seals? Stop the water getting in. It's so tight though to get them on. I'm free. There we go. My hair's a mess. Need to keep this hat on. Take these wet shoes off. That was the one thing I hated like before, like I said. Just getting out of the water, your feet are wet, you've got to get a towel, it's cold. Ooh. Whereas with this now, I can just slide this off. I'm fine, perfectly dry underneath. Ready to put my shoes straight back on. It looks like a bit of a faff, but this is like the first time I've really used it, so once I get used to getting in and out of it, it'll be a lot easier. And these are the rubber socks I normally wear to keep my feet dry on a trip, but as you can see, ripped, so they're not really waterproof anymore, but I'd rather have a bit of protection. Like this one's totally ripped, look. It's a mess, but better than nothing. Last thing you want is wet feet and wet socks. You're all probably thinking, oh my god, look at the state of those Jordans now. They're really not as bad as they look. There we go. So that's straight out the water, ready to go. That's what we like to see. Right, let's start getting the stuff packed away because it's getting cold. The sun's going down. We've got to hike the hell out of here. Okay, so for anybody interested, I'll just flip the camera around. There's the tent. It's pretty much all emptied now. Just some bits of paper and crap in there and it's empty. That's everything that was in the tent. Some food stuff, battery supplies, sleeping bag, air mat, etc. There's my dry suit, wet gear, paddle, boat, and then the rest of the gear, like I say from earlier, is just under here. The lights, the pump, table, my backpack, etc. Then obviously my big tarp and my tent. So we just need to get all this stuff put away properly, and then we can go. Well, you can't really see me right now. I'm all packed away. There's the bag and stuff over there. I'll flip the camera around, put the torch on just to give you a quick look around. There we go. As you can see, it's getting dark, but no trace, no case. Only thing that I've left here is the wood from the last fire and the rest of the candle, because it's pretty much burnt out now, but maybe 5 minutes left on it. Say goodbye to the views, everybody. We've got a long hike to go. It's taken me so long to pack everything up, but here we go. Bag of rubbish, tarp poles, everything's strapped to the bag, ready to go. Oh, everything's strapped there, ready to go. And yeah, say everything's tidied up, clean. So off we go, people. Off we go. Off on our little journey back up through the woods. Oh, look at these views, man. Such a shame to say goodbye. I'm not going to be able to film much of this though, to be honest. I need 2 hands to stabilise myself. I got my knee strapped back up again though, so hopefully no injuries. Can you see me? I don't think so. Right, Well, I'm going to leave you guys here and girls. Thanks to everyone watching. I'll bring you back when we get to the car. I'm knackered already. I'll see you hopefully in the next 2 hours. Wish me luck. As you can see, people, our path through the woods is not easy in the dark. Trying to figure out where you can and can't step. It's crazy. It's a good job I've got a good sense of direction, isn't it? Otherwise you could get lost in here so easily. Right, let me put this camera down so I can use my bloody hands. Hey, we made it back. I'm alive. I'm shattered. So I hope you've all enjoyed solo adventure number 9. I hope the video is good enough for you and enjoyable to watch. My little boy Levi, mwah, I love you so much. You don't even understand how much I miss you. Everyone else, I guess I'll catch you on the next one. Ciao for now.